Hey man, we are reacting to how hackers cracked every single game. So I think it's showing how hackers got into the older games, every single game, basically. I do like the concept of Watch Dogs, but you know, so hackers going crazy on this shit. Oh my gosh, man. Why video games, bro?
Back in 2009, when Assassin's Creed 2 was launched with a model that required a constant internet connection to run, Ubisoft thought they finally built something uncrackable, a system they believed no one on Earth could ever break. And it lasted 9 days.
Yeah, Ubisoft
Billions of dollars in development, defeated in just 9 days. But how? How do you even break a game? Well, think of cracking a game like sneaking past a bouncer at a club. You either get the real VIP pass or fake something that looks exactly like the VIP pass. And back in the old floppy disk era, that's basically how it worked. Games didn't know who you really were.
Okay, so it was like
if you
a
had
code.
the VIP pass, which was the serial key.
It was like a code to get
the
through the
pirates.
bitch.
They duplicated those keys and blasted them across the internet, letting anyone play the game for free, resulting in millions of dollars of losses for game companies. So the developers came up with a seemingly brilliant idea: game manuals. Instead of printing the serial key on the floppy disk, they hid the key somewhere inside the manual. When you install the game, it would ask something like, enter the code from page 14, paragraph 2. Hackers didn't care. They just scanned the entire manual and uploaded it as a PDF. Anyone could download it and extract every page. Then the 90s arrived, the age of CD-ROMs and Secu-ROM, which developers claimed was uncrackable. Games now required the physical disc to be in the drive to launch. But for hackers, this was almost laughable as they realized
They said, yeah, you think you got past us, buddy? You think you got past us? Bro, how the fuck did they get into a disc that's in another fucking device?
That tricked the game into believing the disc was always inserted even when the drive was literally empty. And that's why you'd remember pirated softwares showing up as a virtual disc, which essentially is just a fake drive created by software. Fast forward to today and things are very different.
How the
fuck?
fuck?
Now we've got monsters like Denuvo and DRM. DRM, or digital rights management, basically acts like a bouncer outside a nightclub, constantly checking if you're legit. It keeps pinging the server over and over to verify your ownership. But unlike a normal bouncer who checks you once, DRM is the kind that stands over your head all night, checking you again and again.
Okay,
still,
checks
DRMs
over
get
and
cracked
over
too.
and over.
So how? It all starts with obtaining the original unmodified game files. Yes, hackers usually buy the game, they download all the files locally because they need the untouched .exe file. Their first job? Understand the file structure. Experienced crackers can instantly tell if a game is protected by standard DRM or by...
I mean, like, they know how to fucking mod the games. So getting the file of the game is, I think, won't be that hard, bro.
Denuvo just by looking at its binary structure. Then they bring out the heavy tools. The first one, Ollie DBG, a debugger that lets them watch the game's brain while it runs.
Oh, you telling us too much.
You see every line of code executing.
Actually, if you can tell me all this, I'm not gonna fucking copy and paste it. I'm not gonna remember it. I'm just like seeing this, you know? This is interesting, man. And I love games, bro.
What triggers when, what the game checks, and exactly how it verifies ownership through platforms like Steam or Epic Games. Next tool, IDA Pro, the godfather of reverse engineering. To understand IDA Pro, you need to understand source code. Developers write games in languages like C++ or Java, human-readable code. But games never really ship with this readable code. They're compiled into a machine code, something humans aren't supposed to understand.
It's like
IDA Pro takes that machine code and turns it back into a structure that humans can't actually understand. Hackers...
So it's like a coded message, and then this uncodes the message, and then it says score 100, then print, you win. Okay.
Back into a structure that humans can't
score
actually
100,
understand. Hackers then analyze exactly where the game checks for ownership and remove those checks. And believe it or not, this part is actually easy. The real nightmare begins with Denuvo. Unlike ordinary DRM, Denuvo doesn't just check ownership, it protects the entire code base. It injects fake code paths, scramble logic, and booby traps everywhere so hackers are unable to understand the real structure. When the game runs, Denuvo encrypts the whole executable and only decrypts small portions of code at the exact moment when they're needed. For example, if you're in a cutscene or a gunfight, only the relevant chunk of code is decrypted. And while doing that, Denuvo constantly checks for debuggers like IDA, memory tampering, RAM modifications, or suspicious tools running in the background. Denuvo even generates a unique digital fingerprint for your hardware and your
That's crazy as shit. That just shows, like, if you, bro, games running, it's not even, I don't even think it's the game some of the time. Some of the time it's not fully the game itself. It's what's behind the fucking game. Something keep on checking behind the game. Just constantly just updating itself. Like what?
Linking the game specifically to your machine. If anything even looks minutely suspicious, Denuvo corrupts the code and the game behaves weirdly. That's why cracked versions of GTA 4 had the camera spinning glitch or cars just accelerating randomly. That was Denuvo's sabotage. So how do hackers beat that? Simple, but not easy. Whenever Denuvo—
That's fucking funny. That's funny as fuck. That's like Watch Dogs. That's like, bro, okay, if you getting outside our shit, we gon' fuck with your game, bro. That's funny.
Decrypts a small chunk, hackers grab it from the memory and save it elsewhere. But since the game only decrypts tiny parts at a time, hackers must play every mission, complete every ending, load every save, trigger every animation, and explore every corner of the game. Just to
tell me trigger every animation?
Collect all the decrypted fragments. That's why cracking modern games can take weeks or even months. Every animation and explore.
All they gotta do is play the game. That's not the hardest thing in the world.
Complete every ending, load every save.
Actually, that's like 100 hours. Okay, if they haven't played if they haven't played Red Dead before, then they're just enjoying themselves, I guess. Trigger in every animation though. There's a lay down animation. There's a sit down animation. There's a lay down dead animation. Fucking. There's so many animations, man. They have to trigger it all.
And
or they're fucked. Or they're fucked.
Explore every corner of the game just to collect all the decrypted fragments. That's why cracking modern games can take weeks or even months. Once they have
there's 100 hours in them games, bro. I'm telling you. In Elden Ring, there's 100 hours in that bitch, bro. What else games y'all said?
That's why cracking modern games.
Mafia, It Takes Two, Uncharted. I thought this was more of an indie game. GTA 5, of course, but like they already cracked GTA 5. I swear somebody's done it before.
Can take weeks or even months.
The Last of Us 2.
Once they have all the memory,
it wouldn't take as long.
Dumps, they use IDA Pro again to clean the code, removing the new fake paths, junk functions, and traps. But this part is brutal because even if one fake line is left behind, the game might crash, freeze, or behave unpredictably. And these hacker groups operate like full-blown studios. They've got programmers, reverse engineers, testers, packagers. It's an entire pipeline. And for them, the only thing that matters is being first. Whenever a new Denuvo protected game launches, a race begins. Which group will crack it first? But here's the twist. Many of these skilled crackers eventually get hired by big studios because they understand the system better than anyone else. Sometimes even better than the companies that built it. And believe it or not, piracy has kept many games alive. Let's be honest, a lot of us wouldn't have played GTA Vice City or San Andreas back in the day if we didn't get files from a friend on a 4GB flash drive. There was no way most—
Who the fuck are you talking about? Okay, I wasn't like, I probably didn't have a computer back in those days, but actually, I did get that shit for free. I did get San Andreas for free. It can't disclose can't disclose nothing, but like it was on Android. It was on Android. It was on my tablet. I was able to play all of GTA San Andreas. I didn't beat the game though. I got jacked in that game though. You can go to the gym, get jacked, or you can eat a lot, get fat. It's the best fucking San. It's best GTA to me.
Even
Still,
better than
to
the
this
companies
day, I
that
think.
built it. And believe it or not,
this day.
piracy has kept many games alive. Let's be honest, a lot of us wouldn't have played GTA Vice City
And I got Vice City for free too. I didn't like
or
it
San
as much.
Andreas back in the day if we didn't get files from a friend on a
I ain't
4GB
understand
flash
it.
drive. There was no way
I ain't get no fucking flash drive.
most of us were paying the full amount for a single game over 15 years ago. That's why movements like if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing have been growing. But at the end of the day, if you can afford it, definitely support the developers. People spend years building these games. And once I started making money, I made it a point to buy every game I play and support the creators of my favorite game.
Of
But what do
course.
you think? Are game companies becoming
Bro,
greedier?
I just gotta get rich. I just gotta get straight up rich and just get every single game I want. Cause like
And is it justified to pirate
the games you can get for free, which is you can get all games for free, but like Nintendo, especially Nintendo, I knew somebody that tried to get some Nintendo games for free. They said if you they was watching a video. They said if you fuck up the code, they would know your IP address. They would know where you are. They would find your fucking machine. They would shut down your machine. What? They would come and bust down your door. What? Nigga, I don't want that game.
games if
Bro,
buying
I
isn't
swear
owning?
Nintendo
Let me know
does
your
that,
thoughts
bro.
in the comment
Nintendo's
section
fucking headhunts you if you try to get a game for free. I swear to God, man.
down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, bro.